There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Canes will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They're going to run it to the right. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Yates. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Snagged in the middle. It's DeLuca. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Maldonado. Makes the grab, it's DeLuca. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them.
machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense working from the pistol. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short.
Let's go, let's go.
Going to the ground. Turning it on. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Canes want to move quickly. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physical. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, and how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
Back to pass. Looking to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Tuna. Now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the upright. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
He breaks a tackle.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone, because he's watching the D-line, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then right away takes it outfield and gets some hot spots.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Leaves it with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got room to work. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He's got it again. Got the 1st down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
In the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. That brings him to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Creates a little room. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now, trying to set up a punt.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air, it's Maldonado. Gets it out fast. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The snap sets up the throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking deep. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And you want to finish half strong. This is a great job by this offense, executing down the field, taking up some clock, and punching the football in for 6.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Maldonado. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Auburn. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Let's go. Terrier.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Lockett. And he's knocked down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, King! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Fires downfield. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Maldonado. With the catch, it's Singleton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Miami.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Looks as if he's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you. Designed to run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And they'll try to tack on two. Back to throw, it's Maldonado. Complete on the comeback. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, they're after him. Snags it on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Plucks it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route. The QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Right down the middle. Big fella moving. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Got his man on the right. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds a little space. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through. A huge chunk down to the 11.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. A little release to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close, The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking to get it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Auburn! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason.
There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Come on, set.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.